Alright guys, what's up? My name is Joker and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we began the trial and we actually finished it, so that was pretty awesome. We found some new information about this case, like apparently the murder victim was not murdered in the prosecutor's office, he was actually murdered in the detective's evidence locker. Yes, so he was actually moved from one place to another place, and we also thought it was two murder victims, but apparently I think it's just one. It was just moved from one place to another. We also met Damon Gant, I believe his name was. He's a fun character. I kind of like him. If he's the killer, I'd be surprised because he seems generally like he wants to help us, but maybe that's the ruse. Maybe he's fooling us. Whoa. But yeah, now we're going to investigate some more and probably go into the evidence locker and talk to Edgeworth some more because he asked for another day for the case. So yeah, that last trial was really hard. I think it was really tough. I didn't know shit. My brain was not connecting the dots, so I was just guessing and guessing and guessing. Honestly. Anyway, let's get right into it and just go investigating. I guess why not? February 23rd, 2:15 p.m. Wright and Co. law offices.
Mr. Wright, so... What's going on with the case, anyway? I'm a little confused.
Let's see. What is going on exactly? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the He died in the prosecutor's parking lot in the police department's evidence locker, whatever.
What's this? And the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
Yeah, so she just walked with the body. Yep, 30 minutes. No, wait, that was car. So how long does it take to walk there? Probably a long time. Yes, he probably used a car. But what car? Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do this.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean exactly?
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
Alright. Oh, we're just going to the parking lot. Okay.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
I'm telling you, the body was moved from one place to another. I'm sure of it. Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in their evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
The oil drum, kicked over by the chief prosecutor, was brimming with water.
But if it wasn't your sister, who murdered Detective Goodman? I don't know this. I'm confused.
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
What's the grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is... science! I mean luminal testing fluid.
Okay, science, I guess. Luminal what?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
We're testing bloodstains with this stuff, not drinking it.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Oh, you had an extra pair of those things? Oh! Whoa! That's so weird. Everything's so red. I'm seeing blood, so much blood.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press enter to spray it on. Okay, let's find out some bloodstains.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I'm just using my mouse. I don't even need... I mean, I can use it. But I don't need to do that. Some of these, you know, new things in this chapter are weird. I heard that this chapter was not in the original game, actually. It was added as part of the DS version, I think. And it just kind of stuck from that point on, so... Maybe there's blood on the card? I don't see no blood. Oh! Whoa, wait a minute! I see something! Examine. Whoa, this is so weird. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So is this a bloodstain?
It's so...
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just this is my first time seeing real blood. What?
Haven't you hurt yourself or something? Seeing your own blood, maybe? Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a bloodstain, but doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course?
What's odd about this, scientifically? The amount of blood, the bloodstain's location. I don't know. The body was in the trunk, so wouldn't it make sense that some blood spilled there? Or maybe it doesn't make sense because I'm actually not sure. I think it's the bloodstain's location, but I'm not sure. Why the bloodstain's location? Of course, it's elementary, my dear Watson.
Huh? Why is that elementary? I mean, I would think that if there was a fight, you'd expect some bloodstains here.
Yeah, okay. I suppose you might think that.
Come on, Mr. Wright. We are all counting on you.
There's something odd about this bloodstain, blah, blah, blah. But it's not the location of the blood, then maybe it's the amount of blood that's odd?
I definitely think so. I mean, I'm stupid.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought here, there'd have been more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay?
Oh, cool, okay. That does help.
See, I'm pretty handy to have around, right?
So, can I see that? Oh, yes, I can. Cool. So it's on the map now. That's nice. That's actually very helpful. Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up all my allowance to buy that.
Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma's guy. Solution is used for scientific investigation. Finds blood traces spray to use.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah! It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this a spray on anything suspicious. Ha! Who the hell is talking? Oh, no. Not you. You're horrible. I hate you. You're a terrible character and I don't like you.
I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box. Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. Not the lunches again. Stop! This day-old deli box is on the house. Sorry, it's just that kind of lead is in... That kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering. Yeah, I don't want to talk to you, though. Do I have to talk to you? I don't think I want to, though. God damn it. You certainly put me in a tight spot today. My apologies, Miss Star, but no, it's okay. It was my fault. I lied, for no reason.
Oh, we know.
I witnessed everything from that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see. I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry? You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Want some lunch? Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the places I witnessed the events from it was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood. And that testimony still stands.
Ah!
I swear it on my honor as a detective. He stabbed Goodman. I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago.
Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they face me, they coughed it up.
Coughed what up?
They confessed.
They babbled like babies.
You know, lunch. I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect. And before long they called me the cough-up queen. Oh, and I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go or fired?
I felt that the blah blah blah, yeah, we know. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
SL9? Wait, she doesn't mean... What do you know about that case, huh? Look at this for me, please.
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note. Goodman. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know.
Really?
That knife was evidence from that case, the murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over, not yet. Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident? Maybe. What about the picture?
If you think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard room.
But even if I get flustered sometimes. So we went straight to the scene of the crime. I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took this photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime?
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
Listen, little girl. I've had my testimony disregarded before, and I wasn't going to have it disregarded again, just like that time. What time? What are you talking about? Oh, she doesn't care about that. What about this? Do you care about this? Okay. What about this? Do you care about this? Nope. She does not. What about this? Do you care about this? Nope. What about this? Nope. A body with Ezra's knife stuck in it was found in Ezra's car. I think he owes me his gratitude. Gratitude?
Why, if I hadn't witnessed the crime, Mr. Ashworth would have been the suspect.
I wonder.
Still, it's strange. Why didn't our chief prosecutor have her own murder weapon ready?
True. You're not wrong. Maybe it's because she wasn't the killer. Who knows?
I had one of those up until 2 years ago. Back when you were the cock-up queen, right?
We found his ID card here in this parking lot.
Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
I wish I could be so sure. You wanna look at my badge? Okay, whatever. Yay, she talks more now.
That incident really opened up my eyes to the truth. We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I've ever handled. Hey, look, the guys there. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So they didn't solve it?
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Holy shit!
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him.
It doesn't get any cleaner than that. The only problem was, they never did find decisive evidence, not a shred. What? But the criminal was executed, right? On the basis of evidence of a sort. Made up evidence.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence? The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen. Others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well.
Wait, could it be?
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall. Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined, and then it was over, and he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us. Wait! Those lunches you sell. There is only one reason I come to sell lunches in this accursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends, how many does he have anyway?
Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence. There has to be a connection. So, rookie.
What?
It seems you're serious about investigating this case.
Indeed.
Lunch! Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Received from Miss Star. Excellent for putting Officer Marshall in a good mood. Oh.
Miss Star? Officer Marshall, is he your... are you his... Are you going out? Why do you want to know? I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was it was nice to me, too, back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But now he's so cold.
Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall. We got some lunch. For some reason.
Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill.
No doubt it's all cold and tough by now.
No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this.
So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Okay. What's under here? Lunchland. Let's see. Ingredients: meat.
She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additives she used.
Go on.
Huh? It says here hours of sweat and labor.
So that's why the sauce is so salty. Ugh. Gross. So, Lana, do you want to talk to us? Detention center, visitor's room. Looks like Miss Sky is in questioning.
I hope that the detective found yelling at her. How did you kill him in two places at the same time? Can you imagine?
How's he supposed to answer that? Wait a second. Didn't Mr. Gant say they'd arrested a suspect in the murder thing?
Let's come back later.
Alright, let's come back later, I guess. Police department entrance. It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get... whatever. Stop saying same shit.
So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got at the front desk. Here it is.
She's like a kid at an amusement park.
Oh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
I guess. Hello, anybody home? Evidence room, entrance, guard station. What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime.
It sure seems that way. Oh!
What's wrong?
It's those cacti. They're so prickly, so imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. What I want to know is, if this is the guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
It's fucking Detective Jake Marshall, isn't it? God damn it.
Yipes, these sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big one would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
What? How so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
It's more an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
Right, okay.
There's a security guard uniform hanging here.
Looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather... What was that called again? A punchy, a paunchy, a pinchy... I know, a poochie. Wait, maybe that wasn't it.
It's a poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being. Look, there's a gate there.
This swing door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through there, the cactus would fall over. Ouch.
I'd say it'd be more of a, yeah, I good myself. Alright, do I have to examine the door to get in? The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd be open? I think we'd need someone's permission to go in there first.
Crap, so can't go in there yet? Son of a bitch.
Why is the thing back here? This place is charged with frantic energy, as always. Please!
Huh? Wasn't that...
No, wait.
What? One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Detective Gumshoe, huh?
Now's no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair. We've got our criminal. Now we just need evidence.
The criminal, you mean?
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
Yes, indeed. Why am I don't need to fucking read this again. Yeah, I know. We don't need to read it again. Jesus.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the stations in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective Gumshoe, who was it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly.
Okay, bye, Gumshoe.
Wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figures he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Okay.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start. Indeed.
Still, I do feel better about things, a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best not go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
Oh, what the hell was that?
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me a perpetrator?
I'd say I was
The perpetrator again, sir. That's what I say.
Oh, what the fuck?
You've been arrested? Holy shit, I didn't know that. Interesting. The plot thickens.
Hi, greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are.
Yeah, we know who it is.
Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center?
No, sir, I'm not, no, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, sir, how should I say this,
Wait, he isn't, is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir. What the? What? No, this is an unexpected turn of events. What? Did you actually... There's no way you killed him.
Okay, can you stop doing that? Sir, I'm a patrolman with the general affairs, sir.
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Indeed, I know that.
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yo!
I think he's losing his mind. What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days? Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, well, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. Huh. Yet another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look at me with... that's really annoying. Those sad puppy-eyed dog eyes, sir.
Stop doing that! Oh my god, that's so annoying, Jesus.
If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Oh, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
And also stop doing that, please. Sure you didn't know him?
Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. No, none.
Oh my god, that's getting really annoying, Jesus.
Do I have any recollection of killing him, sir?
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
What? Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
Oh, God. But, sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do? What do you mean?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. Then I opened my eyes. I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What? Oh, this character's so annoying to voice, Jesus.
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Oh, can you imagine how it felt?
The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. That's weird. Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey, that's it, sir. That's it.
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment. But, sir, I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct, that card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it.
Stop doing that!
Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I better pry into this one a little deeper. Yes, indeed. Now he has more dialogue. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little... Oh, okay.
What the... Oh, that's cool.
I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him.
Unto others before they unto you.
My own
father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, fuck. My eyes, sir, everything was white. When I woke, sir, I was here.
Right. Reason for arrest.
So Officer Meekins was... Why was it that
They were arrested you. You can't read. What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman. And the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card.
In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here.
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day or that time, Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
What videotape?
From the security room. The crime I swore to stab out is there. It's me who's on the tape.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we'd better go check out the crime scene, finally. Okay, you are annoying. You're not my favorite character right now. Jesus Christ.
Hey, Mr. Wright! Look who's standing at the chief of the detective's desk.
It's Police Chief Gant, oh god. Ha ha ha! And you're sure this is all, You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, get bags, coat pockets, hats, under seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ah, Righto, my boy, how have you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Oh, I love his theme, though. His theme is really cool. Bam, bam, bam. His theme is so cool, I love it. Hello. Miss Edgeworth going to be okay?
Oh, Worthy.
Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they have had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sitting in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma, yes. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career, but in court you fixed it so he was caught for forcing evidence. I didn't do anything wrong. He did force evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
What do you mean? It's downright odd. I tell you, the detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. They're being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but what's that? That's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? No, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And in this particular, well, it's a little sensitive and I can't talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, I can't stand them. But you know,
It's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut. Ah, he was the one who you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted with the chief prosecutor. Chief of detectives to do. Yeah. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Okay, do you want to talk about some stuff maybe? This sign is very cool as well. It's really different from all the other characters I've met so far. Okay, I didn't read that, but whatever. Goodman's lost item report. A half-written document dated it can only be submitted to the chief of police. What about now? Do you want to talk about this, maybe? Oh man, I thought I got him there. Damn. Let's move to, I guess, the evidence locker? If he's even there. Nope, he's still not fucking here. Are you shitting me? I have no idea where to go now. Maybe here? What the fuck? Where am I supposed to go? Jesus! What the fuck am I supposed to do? Wait, what the fuck? What? So I had to go back? So I was talking to this guy earlier and I just left. And now I come back and this is suddenly here, this option to talk to him. Why? That is so stupid. Oh. I don't like that. That's dumb. Why wouldn't you just give me the option right there? Like, why? Like, ugh. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Raito asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room? No. No, Raito. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Raito, please, do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. It just goes to show you never know until you ask. And for you here, you can borrow this. Hey, this is the detective's ID card, isn't it? That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir, it's an honor. You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. Thank you, bye. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy. Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir. I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Okay. Whatever you say, bro. Yeah, we can go to the evidence locker now, yay! Let's see what happens. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Grant. Let's just walk in. It won't open. What? Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, made my bambina sky so gray?
Oh god, not you. You're not my favorite character, honestly. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him?
Why does it have to be him? Look for, as you may have surmised, this here is my saloon.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw, that card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw!
Well, what you stand there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Beep. Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to dangle with your hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said no. Oh, I'm not reading that again. Are you sure you won't talk to us? I was wondering if we could talk to you
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie, like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter. I say a little prayer.
What the fuck was that?
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, I don't.
I was wondering if we could...
No, he's probably gonna just say the same thing. God damn it.
What if I present you with some stuff? Yeah! That smell, reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall? You're from Texas?
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Oh yeah, Miss Star.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask munch, anything, munch, snack.
Finally, it seems like he's eating.
He's willing to talk.
Yes, finally. Let us speak, Detective Marshall.
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. That poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might have looked like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my stage, Sippy.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Sippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know.
Alright.
Miss Star told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all going now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name of so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
The day of our case.
That's right, the evidence transferals.
Edward was talking about the transferals too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
Like I said, Bambina, mean machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are your security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard and you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
Yeah, I know.
The guard reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through.
Interesting. Hey, there's one. 5842189. That's his thing. 5:14 p.m. Wow. Right before the murder. What the fuck? 777, blah, 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 la, la. So this is the ID card record.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept under the presiding detective supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, say.
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault. At the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
And transferal is like a old funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. I wonder if I can persuade you in giving me that list.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
The one that was on the ground in the parking lot.
The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
Yes, indeed. You guys,
Look, the fourth number is a perfect match.
it was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
What's more, there's only one of them cars in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
But wait,
What did Officer Meekins say? I don't remember. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card. That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. If he had his ID card, then why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Fuck yeah! IDs of all who entered the evidence room on the second... No, whatever. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Should we though? I don't know. Let's check it out. Bruce Goodman. Oh, wait! I get why you're gonna do that, because you wanna know who the other people are with these... IDs, yes? So if I... What's your ID then? Do you have an ID maybe? If I present this to him, what's your ID?
The sheriff's back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand.
This is neither Wild nor West here.
Aha, but that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so, huh? I'm lost.
Looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. Alright. Let's go to the evidence room. Goodbye.